Hey guys, thank you for coming back. This is going to be part two. Anything but good vibes for today. Beautiful day started. The last couple of days has been windy, either a lot of dew, but mostly the wind has been. My hair is like, I got to cut it, but I get it done when the time comes. Uh, this is part two. This is the coating that I'm starting to put. I started earlier on that side, and I'm going to do it on this side so you can see. It's a rubberized coating, easy to do. Get a matte brush and just put two coats on the top, and that should insulate the inside because it reflects the light from the sun that heats up the top. I'm going to use this anything. This is only used for the outdoors, for roofs, for metal, for gravel, for asphalt. So it takes a little time. It takes time for it to dry. The more heat, you stop. You got to use it anything for above 50 degrees. And if it gets too hot, just stop and then start in the morning. The morning times are the best time. So here I go. And oh, I also want to, I forgot the last time, I also got to take care of and say thank you to Pam for all the wood and all the rocks that I was able to obtain and the stuff that I collected so I can start building stuff. Dan, there's so many people I've met during my stay here so far, which is fantastic people. Jackass Flats is the hub of this area here, also known as the well, it's known as the country store, but it has a sign that with a card that says Jackass Flats. It's on 118. Stop by, visit them. They are fantastic. Brandy, Tish, Annie, oh, all the guys. All right, so do me a favor, please stop by here. You've got a lot of good people out here. So here I go. See you later. I'm just putting the roller up on this and see how I start doing it. It's going on quite easily. Uh, and just keep doing this. As soon as it gets hot, I've got to take care of uh, the tin barn today. So I'm helping Shannon out. I'm just trying to do this before I have to go in. You might not get full coverage. I'm going to try to give it 3 coats or more. My key thing is just to let it dry. Morning is the best. It goes real easy. It's a simple job. I'm sitting up high on top of my world here. So just be careful when you're on top of your container. Just be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. And That's how it works. You can see it's just a thin film. It's rubberized. It's flexible. It flexes with the movement of any roof, even concrete roof tiles, stuff like that, up to say 250%. All the spots that I can't get, I'll go back and cover it up. Just let it dry. Fast process. Just don't let your rubberized seal. It's a sealant. It grabs on. White, you could use tint if you're going to do the sides. I think this covers up to 450 square feet. Just wear gloves. If it's wet, you could, on your clothes or everything, you could use water, soap and water, and get it off. If it dries, use mineral oil and stuff like that. There are certain coverings that people have on their thing, like rubberized coatings, that have different chemicals that you cannot put it on. So you got to get something different. It flattens out. The thicker mat, I think it's a 3/4 mat that you have to use, or that they recommend. I'm using a little thicker one. I bought 2 gallons of this, so hopefully it'll work. And in the directions it says should reduce the heat on the inside, but as my dad used to say, a piece of paper can hold anything. So whatever they write, just try it out. If it works, don't use it again. I'm using it because this is easier for the top. You know how metal is, it attracts heat. On the inside, what I'm gonna do is insulate. I think I'm gonna spray foam myself. They sell kits for spray foaming in Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon, and you can get that done yourself. If it's a large area, get a professional to do it. It'll save you time buying equipment to wear and spray gun and all that stuff. But this is a 40-foot high top container. I'm going to tent it. If not, I'll start over again and see how it works. But I'm not going to keep you guys all here. and just let you see just me painting. But you could get the picture. You get the picture and how it's laid on. My pants are a little covered with this stuff. A little covered with this, but and I'm using it straight from the bucket. I'm not putting it in a, I'm not pouring it because I waste more that way. You can see some black spots, but when I give it a second coat and I'll give it a third coat, it'll cover it. I just wanted a bond. I'm covering all the high rust, so it does it real good to cover it and seal it. Again, I said it's an easy process. Just be careful being up here. The roller size does help, so I would suggest get something thicker, not thinner, because it'll stick to the roller. I'm putting it on a little thicker. It'll dry. And it's going to be a third part to this video, so you can see everything when I finish, by finishing up the roof and the sides. It's basically the same process, and that prep liquid that I used leaves a little film on it, so you could see that it won't cover it completely, but give it more coats and it will cover it and it'll stick. And if you keep going back and forth on it and don't wet it with the this white rubberized thing, it sticks to your roller. So I suggest you get a couple of rollers. I got about 4 or 5 rollers, so I can have it ready, and I throw the roller out. Make sure you cover your can after you finish using it, so you can reuse it again. So this is what it takes to live off-grid. You prepare instead of hiring a builder and save yourself some money. You could do it if you're willing to work on your place. Go for it, man. Go for it. They say there's always an eraser on a pencil, so you just correct your mistakes, learn from it. That way you don't do it again, and you can give the advice to somebody else and how to do it. I'm not a professional, but I try. thing in a minute. It's nice and cool, perfect weather for this. When you least expect it, the weather changes, so you got to take advantage out here in the desert when you have the time to do things. You got to push yourself when you don't want to work, you get tired. But for the most part, it's fine. What kills me here out in the desert is the change of weather that changes drastically from one, like within hours and minutes. So your body doesn't get used to a season. The seasons come whenever. Wintertime is relatively short here. It's mostly warm weather. It's nice and sunny. Rainy season comes. So you have to prepare. That's the biggest thing, preparing here out in the desert for the weather changes. Building comes. Prices out here are ridiculous. If you live in a populated city, prices are cheaper here because delivery is far in between. The delivery fee is what costs. So if you're paying something like for gas here could be almost twice the amount. It depends where you go. But no matter where you go here, you're going to pay a price. You got to save up money, budget your money. You can't do things. This is Terralingua time. You have to adjust to what your higher power gives you, and it works out. I'm impatient. I want to get things done yesterday. I like working fast, doing a good job, and sometimes it just doesn't work out my way. And I have to come to accept that whatever is given to me is a blessing. God, whoever your higher power is, it's awesome. You get to know yourself a lot more out here, what you're capable of, and give yourself credit, man. You are strong. You are able to accomplish anything you put your mind to. Conquer those fears of yours. It's easy. Once you get to know yourself really well, it makes things easier. Once you learn to accept what happens, it's easy out here. It is what it is. That's the key thing. It is what it is. You can't change what's going on here. It's easier to go against this. You could cover a lot more area. You can see how much I've done so far. I'm going to end this video soon. Just remember, you're stronger than what you know you are. Just don't ever give up on yourself. Give up on your dreams. And a lot of people don't agree with my coming out here, but this is something, I love the outdoors. I love the solitude. I love these mountains. This is the best place for me. I'm going to move this camera a little bit back so you can see. But it's coming along, and it's coming along fast. And I have maybe less than a quarter of the 5-gallon tank that I used up. So you can see how much coverage. You can do a roof, maybe 2-3 coats with one 5-gallon tank. I bought enough, and it'll help me out for the future. This 5-gallon tank in Studio Butte, it could be a lot cheaper wherever you're living. It was $90. Some of them go up higher depending on what they have, how much rubberized qualities it has, how much heating prevention it has. But I've seen the prices at like $120. If you go on Amazon, don't forget you're paying for convenience for delivery. Go to a hardware store, have them order it. It'll be a lot cheaper. Pick it up. This can is heavy, I'll tell you that. This can is heavy. I had to put it up on my shoulder, walk up a ladder 14 foot high. Be careful bringing it up. I tried roping it and pulling it up. Oh, it didn't work for me. So I just put it on my shoulders and carried it up. It was a lot easier, a lot faster to get it up. This also can be sprayed with an air sprayer, but you got to know what you're doing. I wasn't going to spend money on a air sprayer. You could brush it, water cleanup, except when it dries. You could give another coat after it dries. So it doesn't look like much, but little by little, I'll show you what it looks like inside, and I'll take a temperature reading and let you guys know how much difference the temperature reading is. It depends, because at nighttime temperatures drop out here, and you gotta be smart about it. When the sun comes out, it gets hot here, and then because it's metal all inside and the doors are closed, it gets like an oven. So you have to have ventilation. You put your own ventilation. They have kits on Amazon. There's a guy that you can do it, or you could get somebody to cut it, grind it a hole, and get the proper, make sure water doesn't get into it, because then you get developed rust. If it's cold inside and hot outside, you get condensation, and temperature changes quite a bit. But I'm going to leave you here, and I thank you for watching. Come back again for part 3. So like, subscribe, check out my bonfire t-shirts if you like. It says Off Grid Rooster, and that's my dog Isa. You can see her down there. She wants me She's telling me it's time to go. A pet makes a big difference here. If you're by yourself, protect yourself, do your thing. Make friends with the right people. And again, this community here is strong. There's ways to survive that you might not be aware of, to do things, pick people's brains. Some of these YouTube videos, what they do, they get to the point of commercializing, and I can't do that, you know. I'm here just to show it to you raw the way I do it. It might not work for you, but adjust to how you do it, and you'll be proud of yourself. Let me tell you, I'm proud of myself that I've gotten this far in this short time. I've covered half of this container, and again, please come back. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers so I can do a live video. I'm just a little wannabe YouTuber, so I don't have these thousands of people. Share my videos if you like. They're far in between sometimes because I just I post when I can. Uploading videos is another full-time job, so it makes it difficult. And I don't have Wi-Fi, so that's why it takes me time to post these videos. Again, guys, thank you again. And with that, I'll see you for part 3. Later.